If you click on this video, it's not by chance, this is God's will. God urges you today to transcend temporal thinking and embrace the eternal framework of your authentic being. Temporal limitations do not constrain you. You are not constrained by a year, a month, or a day. I am the deity of time and eternity. Therefore, since I possess time, you possess time as well. The Father asserts that time is not diminishing, rather, my glory is being abundantly bestowed. My support is with you, and my favor precedes you to rectify the obstacles in your path and to reopen the avenues of blessing and opportunity that were before denied to you. Embrace the Christ mind, for it is then that the winds and oceans submit, and all creation yields to the faith-driven declarations of your heart, as you comprehend and embody the significance of the sacrifice I made for your existence on earth, mirroring my presence in heaven. The Father asserts that pygmy religion can no longer encompass the entirety of your comprehension of the mysteries. Your understanding of my identity today establishes the essential truth of your journey with me. I am intertwining myself with you, and I am extending myself through you. I am engaging in actions with you that are unforeseen and, in certain perspectives, deemed illegitimate according to religious principles. I am bestowing blessings upon you in the presence of many, as they claimed I would not or could not. However, I am God, capable of anything at any moment, without the need for consultation. Therefore, celebrate. God asserts that nowadays, salvation cannot be found in humanity, its solutions, or its explanations, which will never suffice. The complete benefit of Calvary's abundance is realized alone through the perfection of the price paid. Transformation is imminent, declares God. The dustman is diminishing into insignificance, while the one new being within me is emerging. The tares in your field are prostrate, while the wheat remains upright, so that you may radiate in the day of my glory. Enter into that splendor, declares God, by immersion into my death so that you may be enveloped in the baptism of my resurrection. God urges one to transition from the familiar to the unfamiliar. You have experienced anguish and grief, relinquish that to me. God proclaims a significant exchange, beauty for ashes, and the oil of joy is now bestowed to eradicate the spirit of sadness. Today, God proclaims that sorrow and lamentation shall depart. Illumination and joy arrive. The weight is replaced by relaxation and spiritual stagnation, by renewal and purification via my touch. This is your share, and this is your allotment. Your righteousness derives from me, declares God. The Father states that today, you are encompassed by a significant assembly of witnesses who have completed their journey. Some concluded successfully, while others approached me with an unfulfilled destiny, but my design for you shall remain unshaken. You have experienced solitude and isolation, yet the Father assures you that you are not abandoned and are not devoid of love from those who have preceded you. They await in the celestial realm for the completion of all things that, in your absence, would remain unrefined. Find solace in this notion and reality, for my support is behind you, and the approval of the divine surrounds you as you confront each difficulty and embrace the new life I have prepared for you daily, declares God. Contact me today for the utmost and finest opportunities one have prepared for you. I am not waiting, hence, you need not wait but should instead proceed. Assert your religion through your words and declarations. Allow your speech to proclaim the mandates that my word will support, and all of heaven will affirm. A new day awaits you. Antiquated items have been rendered obsolete. Allow those deceased and buried matters to rest while you go towards the complete destiny I have prepared for you. This is your share, and my affection envelopes you like a cloak. My beloved, my unwavering affection surrounds you and embraces you so intimately at this moment that the adversary perceives the depth of my love for you and is thoroughly disheartened in his attack, ultimately retreating in defeat. God proclaims today, "Let your heart be purified by my blood from a malevolent conscience." A malevolent conscience imposes expectations that I do not necessitate, so absolving you from the more significant concerns of discernment, equity, compassion, and benevolence toward others. Engage with others throughout your day, liberating them from the harsh judgments of a dogmatic mindset. As you release your judgments of others, I will likewise liberate you and bestow an abundant blessing that you cannot contain. God states, "I have not summoned you to perform. I have summoned you to exist." Your role is to embody the beloved. All obedience, sacrifice, and destiny emanate from this state of repose. Strive to get the tranquility of understanding that I am sufficient. Your entitlement derives from my identity and actions, rather than your identity or your attempts to impress me from a religious perspective. What offer will you present to me? Characterized by humility and a contrite soul. That is my residence, and that is the essence I occupy, declares God, as you withdraw with me. God declares that He has not summoned you to an ideology or a superficial religious practice. Rather, He has called you to exist in His Spirit, which transforms the environment and elevates you to celestial realms in Christ. The Father states, "I stand at the door and knock. Approach me, because my meal is prepared, and everything is in place for the complete manifestation of Calvary to meet every need in your life, from the little annoyance to the most significant load." Allow your mouth to engage in prayer. My intentions are revealed in the Word and actualized via your prayer imbued with faith. Allow your mouth to engage in prayer. I have acknowledged you at the designated time, and I have neither excluded nor disqualified you in any manner. You qualify for a favorable reaction from the divine due to the efficacy of the blood that was sacrificed for you. The diminutive G, God of this realm, is revealed. He desires what he cannot attain and afflicts my people with disputes and fraudulent aspirations that were never included in my intentions. Place your confidence in me. Have faith that, as your benevolent shepherd, you will lack nothing. You will lack nothing of value. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil is uninteresting to one who is satisfied to nourish themselves on my truth and the sweetness of my prophetic guidance revealed in their life through the word of the Lord. There exists neither dread nor a feeling of alienation. We are united. You are welcomed and embraced in the cherished. Everything is satisfactory. Transformation, transition, enhancement, and blessings are bestowed upon you today. Before the video continues, please like the video, share it with your family, and write Amen in comment. God proclaims today that my word serves as a candle for your feet and a light for your route, illuminating the appropriate direction and timing for your journey. You will not squander your potential prematurely, nor will you fall behind, for I am synchronizing you with those whom you are destined to unite with as your kin and community. Despite feelings of isolation, there exists a role for you in this realignment. There is no need for you to attempt to decipher it or seek out those individuals. I possess the means to communicate with you effectively. Your willingness facilitates access, while your obedience paves the path toward the destiny that is manifesting before you. There is no justification for permitting doubts to obscure your judgment. Upon recognition, expel it. It no longer belongs within you. You are fated to comprehend my thoughts and possess the capacity to discern and reject those that are not aligned with them. A newfound tranquility will envelop your heart as I lead you through the open doors before you. My word will consistently guide you, proclaiming, "This is the path, walk in it." Novel avenues, unprecedented prospects, and previously unconsidered concepts suddenly become clear. Newfound freedom and joy, previously unrecognized, are emerging for you at this moment. I am not as disillusioned with things as many presume. Indeed, my paramount aspiration is for universal salvation, and it is disheartening that not all will get it, yet, I possess foreknowledge of the conclusion from the inception. I am aware of the conclusion of this situation, and I emerge victorious, as I possess you. The devil hath no authority over you beyond what you concede via your words, ideas, and actions. If you reject his advances, he will seek another target to annoy. God asserts today that even the seemingly overwhelming challenges, though they may be delayed, should be awaited, for they will undoubtedly arrive at the appropriate moment. Enduring the wait is challenging yet an essential aspect of your existence. When one attains all desires promptly, faith becomes unnecessary. Through faith and patience, one inherits the promises. How would you acquire knowledge if you never had to wait? This period of anticipation is not a rejection. You are being prepared to embrace the promises unfolding in your life. To be resilient and prepared when the moment arrives, attain tranquility within yourself and your circumstances. Trust me, as circumstances will not remain constant. This is a moment to rejuvenate, reassess, and reignite. You are being empowered to fulfill your lifelong preparation. Regardless of age, I possess a beneficial plan for your life, culminating in an anticipated enhancement of faith and glory. The anticipated conclusion does not signify finality, rather, it indicates the desired destination I envisioned for you from the outset. A locale of liberty and tranquility, cohesion, concord, and respite. Although it has been an extended procedure by your criteria, all elements of my book are precisely on schedule. Your life will be complete, devoid of obstacles, fear, or uncertainty that could impede your progress when you enter your convergent season. When circumstances align perfectly, and Murphy's rule no longer affects your life, you enter the glory zone, embodying an accurate representation of Jesus on earth. God proclaims, "Now accept my plenty. My completeness resides within you, and my abundance cascades towards you in a formidable torrent of strength surpassing any opposition the world may present." Structures of disappointment are dissipating, while foundations of blessing and favor are being established at the core of your existence. You are the focal point of my favor, declares God. Some others may want to undermine you and claim that I will not support or favor you. Yet, I shall dismiss their assertions as I proceed to accomplish precisely what your adversaries believe I am incapable of achieving, for I am God. I possess the autonomy to act as I like at any moment, without accountability to anyone. Rejoice on this day, declares God, and once again I urge you to rejoice. Sadness is dissipating and retreating. Loss is now simply a marginal note of my superior fidelity in your life. Ascend and govern dominantly. Ascend and assert your dual share. I am not the deity of retention but the deity of liberation. I am bestowing upon you my benevolence, and you shall observe my magnificence and rejoice. Some perceive solely with their eyes, rather than comprehending the context. I urge you to observe not merely the surface of your surroundings, but to perceive the profound workings of my influence, which are manifesting extraordinary events. You will become the quintessential representation of my evident benevolence on earth in a fleeting moment, declares God. God proclaims that the fire of His glory is being manifested at this moment. The prayers of anticipation are manifesting and instigating change in your life both individually and collectively. I undertake no action without first disclosing it to my servants, the prophets. I am instigating an internal transformation within you that will subsequently manifest externally. My presence precedes you today, and you shall find solace for your soul, for this is a time of ease and lightness of burden. Indeed, among turmoil and sorrow, I offer you tranquility. Merely utter the word, and you shall witness the ailing restored, the incapacitated walking, the sightless regaining vision, and the deceased resurrected. Is it conceivable? All possibilities exist for those who possess faith. All entities in my presence attain magnificence. You are a bearer of glory. You can be privy to my activities, directly engaged in the action, beneath the outpouring of my glory. You can expand your faith to accept it. Substitute doubt with my word, for it is the moment for greater glory, greater love, greater peace, and greater joy. I am not only a benevolent deity, but I am also formidable and powerful, and nothing is insurmountable for me. You will be astonished by my actions in your life when you genuinely believe in me and seek a deeper connection, as it brings me immense joy to fulfill your heart's aspirations. Approaching me allows you to experience my love. I do not merely possess love, I embody love, and now my love is focused towards you, so that you may come to know me genuinely and palpably. I transcend mere arcane concepts or beliefs. I exist, I am alive, and I provide solace. I am disclosing myself to you beyond your anticipation, since you are my cherished offspring. Today, God asserts that the visible is transient and mutable, whereas the invisible is permanent and governs all existence. God proclaims, "As I am, so are you on earth." I am sovereign, hence, you are sovereign. I reign as sovereign over the entire cosmos and have conferred the authority of that reign upon you, enabling you to embody my dominion on earth, where formerly only scarcity, constraint, grief, and disillusionment were evident. Deficiency is departing, proclaiming God, and prosperity is arriving. Sadness is dissipating, and happiness is emerging within you. Disappointment is evolving, and the period is approaching when you will experience fulfillment of your soul and attain satisfaction. Before the video continues, I request you to comment Amen and please help me by doing super thanks. Your support means a lot to us. God instructs us to reject the false patriarchs of the surrounding world system. They provide remedies yet merely elicit dismay and thwarted expectations. They embody nothing but falsehoods, but my truth incinerates them like dross, and like chaff, they will be dispersed by the winds of my actions on earth and in your life, declares God. I am guiding you to repose in the granaries of my intention. While others may lament and wail for the day, perceiving only darkness and despair, I have shown to you the dawn illuminating the mountains of this new day I now present to you. You will perceive the emergence of contrasting phenomena solely through your vision, yet you are sheltered and will remain protected within my pavilion until the affliction that ravages by day and the contagion by night dissipate and are no longer witnessed eternally. God proclaims today that the snake of self-awareness emanates from the tree of your soul, but my spirit communicates with you from the vine that resides at the core of your being. Remain in the vine and reject the allure of deceptive fruit and illusory fulfillment that your eyes and soul's desires pursue. The eyes are perpetually unsatisfied with sight, and the ears are eternally unfulfilled by sound, yet I embody the ultimate completeness that encompasses all, even while those around you perceive only deficiency and void. God asserts that you are not devoid, you are abundant. You are devoid of your former self and imbued with the essence of my true nature within you. Ground yourself in that reality. Ground your identity in my essence inside you and your essence within me today, and the deception of the adversary will fade, revealing the clarity and manifestation of my enduring truth before you. Don the vestments of cleanliness and sanctity, declares the Father, because you are my wife, and I am pledged to you. Today, I will lead you beyond the lattice and into the sacred realm of the Most High, a region unknown to the indifferent and disingenuous. In the realm where profundity resonates with profundity, I have established the foundations of the natural universe, and from that position, I have appointed you to govern and reign with me in life, not alone in the afterlife. Physical metamorphosis and recuperation are occurring. Provision is not merely being added but is being increased to you unexpectedly. Where you have faced rejection, I will facilitate your acceptance. Those who scorned you will lament in regret upon realizing the individual I have shaped you to be, embodying my reflection and character on earth, for this is your ordained purpose in me. God proclaims today that what you are unable to accomplish for yourself, I have already achieved for you through the work of the cross. Strive to attain that repose, and your desires will effortlessly yield and materialize in an instant. Cease all muttering and whining, as these arise from a mindset characterized by deficiency and exclusion. I possess abundance, and you are not excluded in any manner. You are not excluded, you are included. Your inclusion in the inheritance of the saints in light and your status in my kingdom are not contingent upon your actions or omissions, but rather on the righteousness I bestowed upon you by the sacrificial blood of the cross. Resolve internally, I shall cease to partake from the tree of self-knowledge. Instead, I shall nourish myself from the tree of God consciousness. Allow the divine awareness of my presence within you to overshadow the oppression of self-awareness, insecurity, and deficiency. Your value is not dictated by those around you, despite their daily assessments of you. They have yet to comprehend that the temple I have designed you to embody is an immeasurable city, beyond the constraints of human delineation, where no one can assert, thus far and no farther. The constraints you experience are inherent to humanity, they are real. However, the divine element instilled within you via the message of the cross transcends all obstacles and elevates you to the position I have designated for you in my presence. Allow that fact to direct and motivate you, and incorporate it into every decision you make today. God instructs you today to let the Adam within you perish and to awaken the Christ within you. The Father declares, I exist within you, and I have established a permanent dwelling for you, so that where I am, you may also reside. What is generated from the flesh is merely flesh. However, you are not solely of the flesh. You are born of my Spirit, and the currents of my Spirit flow within you and through you to purify the impurities of disappointment and the detritus of sensuality, enabling you to thrive on the elevated realms of the earth. What is conceived in sin shall not govern you, declares God, because I have imbued you with my essence and elevated you from frailty so that you may perceive your likeness in me and project that radiance into the world. As a creation of God, I urge you to internalize this affirmation. Gaze into the mirror daily and declare, Thy kingdom come, for I have appointed you as a king and a priest on earth, just as I am the king and priest over all creation, eternally. Allow this fact to be an enduring conviction within you, rather than a transient viewpoint you occasionally consider. The Father proclaims, I have imbued you with my infinitude. Upon reaching the limits of your capabilities, you will access my immortal essence, which remains unaffected by the passage of time or adversities posed by your foes. My transformative essence has reached you and resides within you eternally. This is the insight that directs you and the truth that upholds you as you elevate yourself in worship, submission, and a readiness to fulfill my intentions in your life daily.